Hello, welcome to my home. Today we're going to be making some beautiful piano mushroom cavatelli. The mushroom cavatelli is the #1 selling pasta at the restaurant by a long shot. And now you get to make it at your home. So frozen pasta kits, honestly, I don't know why I'm telling you how to do this because it's super simple, but it's a lot of fun to be here today anyway. So all you need, 2 pots, one with boiling water. Make sure it's super salty, kind of tastes like the ocean, maybe a little bit less than that, but that's kind of what you're looking for. So quite a good amount of salt to season the pasta as you're cooking. You look at the sets, these are them, gives you everything. You've obviously clicked this scanning code already because you can see me. And yeah, what's inside? Okay, so let's start off. So we've got some grana padano, similar to Parmigiano Reggiano, but like the working horse of hard cheese in Italy. The mushroom cream sauce. So we've got all of the mushrooms and the supreme sauce, if you will. So it's like mushrooms, chicken stock, cream, onions, garlic, white wine, delicious. Very simple. We're gonna put that into here, get it warming up. And then as well, we've got our 2 bags of cavatelli. And that's it. Super simple. Other things you're gonna probably need a little bit of. You're gonna need some salt. You might need a little bit of extra parm if you wanna sprinkle some on top. I have a little bit of butter just in case. And you're also gonna want a ladle to scoop some of the pasta water out and into the sauce as well to finish that beautiful sheen, that beautiful consistency that, that we want the pasta to be. So we're gonna try to finish the pasta so that it just falls on the plate. It doesn't like go like this, like super stiff on the plate. We want it to like fall gently out to the side of the plate. But we don't want it to like just fall everywhere as well, okay? So we want it to like, we're gonna try to hit this really, really nice, even consistency on that. All right, so let's get rid of our box, get all of our ingredients, and get started. Okay, so first off, let's get our mushroom cream sauce into the pot. Just gonna slowly bring that up to a light boil. By light boil, I mean just barely. As soon as it comes to a boil, we're gonna turn it down nice and low. Then we're gonna add our cavatelli. The cavatelli is gonna take, depending if you have it in the freezer or if you have it out at room temperature. I recommend having just pulling everything the night before, leaving it in your fridge so it's ready to go. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world either. We're just gonna cook it for about, I would say anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes is going to be what we're looking for. But the best way to know is just, you're gonna have to bite and taste it and see if it's the consistency or the texture of the pasta that you're looking for. Very simple. All right, so again, super salty, boiling water. Turn that up a bit. I love induction, it's the best. People make fun of me all the time because they think gas is better, but induction is #1. All right, just dump our pastas in. Be careful, try not to splash yourself. 1 bag, 2 bags. Get rid of those. Clean up our mess and stir right away. All right, while that's boiling, just gonna let our cream sauce, just mix it around a little bit, get it up to, first of all, you wanna turn it on. Get it up to a boil so that it's ready to go. And we're gonna add a little bit of this pasta water. So we're not gonna drain the pasta into a colander and drain all of this beautiful pasta water down the sink. We're gonna use a sieve to scoop it out, dump it into this pot, and save this water. This water here is gold. It is the thing that is going to make the pasta shiny, smooth, the consistency that we're looking for with the sauce. Like the starches that are in the water are what going to emulsify the fats in the sauce and make it that beautiful sheen color that you get when you're at a restaurant and you don't know exactly how they did that. I'm gonna steal some right now, actually, just add it to this. Get started. You can see all the bubbly kind of pasta starches starting to come to the top of it already. This might be the simplest pasta cooking demonstration I've ever done in my life. Okay, make sure you stir the pasta. You don't want it to stick to the bottom. Okay, we want to eat it all. We don't want to leave it in the pot. All right. You can hear this already coming to the boil. Let's turn it down a touch. Okay, when I was talking about a sieve, this is what we're looking for. Something very similar to this that we're gonna be able to scoop out and dump into here. But now we have to wait. Again, like I said, about 5 minutes. Don't be afraid. So how I like to test it so I don't burn my delicate little fingers. Okay, is take one out, just squeeze it in a rag like that quickly, and have a bite. I like that. I don't like that. It needs a little bit longer. It doesn't need a little bit longer. I think this pasta here is going to be about 4 minutes to cook, now that I taste it. And it's all up to you. It's how you like it. There's no right or wrong al dente. I know it's like a massive argument about how it's supposed to be cooked or how they do it in Italy or, honestly, the truth is what matters is how you like it, and that's how you cook it. All right, so we are ready to go. Pasta's how I like it, which is fairly cooked. I'm not a big fan of crunchy noodles or like undercooked pasta at all. I don't think it's very tasty. I also doesn't make me feel good when I eat it, so I really like to make sure that I cook out all of the flour. It's a little bit more easy to digest, which I think is also super important. All right, there we go. So now I've got it on like a medium low, I would say, temperature. And again, I'm gonna add a bit more pasta water. And the key is to cook it about 90% in the pot, and then we're gonna cook it the final 10% in the sauce. So what's gonna happen there is the pasta, as opposed to just the sauce being like covered on the outside of the noodle, it's gonna suck up all this delicious sauce, and then we're gonna finish it nicely so it's shiny, it falls properly, but the flavor is inside the noodle as well, not just coating the outside of it. Okay, and while you're doing this, it's going to be important that you continue to stir. You also see I'm using a pot. Like a lot of times people tend to go to a frying pan, which I think is much more difficult to use, especially when we get to the last part when we add our grana padano in at the end and we really want to emulsify everything. Again, that sheen, that perfect consistency as it falls. That's what we're looking for a beautiful pasta. And I think that's what really you're going to learn from me here today. It's not how to boil pasta. It's not how to heat something up. It's really is how to finish the pasta so it looks just right. And the key is going to be, we're going to add our grana padano. We're going to add a little water. We're going to reduce it just a little bit. We're tuck. We're going to find that perfect spot. We're going to taste all the time at the end. Make sure that it's exactly where we want it to be. This smells great. And then we're going to plate it here on this beautiful plate to bring to the table. This consistency here is looking pretty good. We could almost kind of go right to the plate with this, but we're going to add some grana padano, which is going to thicken it up a little, also make it delicious. I mean, you really can never have too much. If you have extra Parmigiano Reggiano or anything like that in your fridge, a couple extra nuggets of butter if you want, it's not going to hurt. Okay, you can see the shake. You kind of want it to, see that? Let's put this here. See how it hits the pot? See that? It's very loud. But that is nice. Boom, up, comes down. It's not stodgy, okay? It's starting to get a little bit more stodgy now, just in that couple split second. Right now, we're just looking for that perfect. See how shiny? See how creamy it looks? Okay, it doesn't look split. That's a huge difference when we're talking about finishing pasta. If it's split, it's gonna taste fatty, which is not what we're looking for. When it's emulsified, it's gonna taste rich, voluptuous, delicious. Okay, taste. It doesn't need much salt, just a touch if you want. And again, your preference, not mine. Whew, that's gonna be hot. Okay, a little stir last time. If you think it's a touch too stodgy, too thick, okay, again, just a little splash, a tiniest little bit. Add a little bit at a time. Add a little bit of salt at a time. Add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Don't add too much. You can never take it away, but you can always add a little bit more, okay? And then to finish, beautiful plate. Doesn't have to be beautiful. You can serve it directly onto plates if you want to, okay? Leave no man behind. All right. Again, you can really see that there's no sauce pooling around the edge. The pasta isn't falling into the sauce. It's still moving, still a little bit jiggly. Okay, and then you can just take a little bit of extra parm if you have some. If you don't need to. It's amazing as it is. All right. And there you have it. Mushroom cavatelli, supreme sauce, piano piano. Thank you very much. Enjoy. It's fucking delicious.